This is Brian Anderson. At the table with basketball royalty, Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Taking a look at the Rockets.
And they won't play each other after this game. And after losing the first one to these guys, you know they want revenge.
Going winless against any team is not your desire. I mean, no matter how many or how few times you face them, that's not something you want on your ledger. That'll be motivation enough for them today, all by itself.
We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though.
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
6 to shoot. And Clingan pulls it down. First quarter, just over a minute played. To the basket. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Beautiful effort on that tip-in. High activity level is part and parcel of his game.
Just over a minute and a half in. To the wing on the left. Thompson outside. Blocked! It's a one-on-one situation.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Uses the glass on the layup.
And they get that first bucket. 1 for 4 to start this game.
Here's Stokes. The three is up. Sinks the tray. Stokes has got 5 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Şengün. Now Hunter throws it up high. No luck on that one.
1 for 5 out there, but no worries. Just keep attacking.
The putback. It's good on the putback.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball. Here's Castle. Making a mark on the offensive end. Scoring around 13 a game. From the arc.
And whether it's the defensive effort or just bad offense, they're holding their opponent to a very low field goal percentage.
Bottom line is, they're ahead on the scoreboard, and that's all that matters.
And out of bounds, Houston will have it. Houston trails by 7. Pass to Hunter. From behind the arc. Knocks it down from distance.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And a two-handed jam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here's Castle. No made baskets yet. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. Here's Stokes. Going inside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. Both good from the line that time.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. We talked about how Alperen Şengün can act as a facilitator. Coach said he sees the floor like nobody else. He's got a great mind for the game, and if you let him find his guy out of the high post, he will punish you. No doubt about it, they're aware. He is the engine of this offense.
Allie, thank you. Johnson for 3. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Brooklyn pulls it in.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And the three-pointer goes.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And Houston has possession. They trail by 9. They set the screen. And there's the drive. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Takes a 3. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Houston trails by 10. Pass to Castle. And here's White. Launches a 3. Castle misses. Minute 32 left to play in the first. Down low. Shot clock at 5. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Stokes misses. It's stolen by Johnson. And here's the fast break. And he's going for the oop here. The offensive rebound. to the paint.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
On the take. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And so he makes both from the line. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter here. They set the pick. Mercer. The three. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Houston trails by 10. To the inside.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Here's Castle. No points yet. To the middle. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around.
And thanks again. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nets.
Well, it's all fast break points. Those easy buckets, they're so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
Hey, I know analytics shuns the mid-range game, but I tell you what, these guys have the shooters that can knock them down, and they're making it pay tonight.
Back to White. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Nets leading by 6. He takes it in. They grab their own miss. Johnson for 3.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Pass to White. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet.
Exercising his authority.
And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Just 4 to shoot. Second chance shot. That one goes. Count it. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And Houston making a change here. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Into the lane. And he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Rebounded by Johnson.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Houston trails by 10. The kick out to White. Thompson outside. Shot clock at 6. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Houston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he can't get the first one. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
I'll tell you what, they rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
When it comes to winning big, basketball acumen is the difference. LeBron James said, quote, in the final 2 rounds of the playoffs, what's going to separate teams is IQ. There's moments in the game that a coach can't prepare you for, where you have to make adjustments right away. It's not experience, it's IQ.
He would know, Allie. Thanks. And he's going for the lob.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
Takes it inside. Well, Grant, it appears that league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, B.A. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Nets leading by 8. Pass to Klingon. Johnson with it. Inside. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Here's Şengün. Second chance effort. And Klingon pulls it down.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to Johnson. The 3 is up. No good. Houston trails by 10. Down low. Back to Thompson. Outside Hunter.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climb.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. to Smith. Here's Stokes. To the inside. It's stolen by Hunter. And here they come. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
So he gets them both.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Now Şengün, still without a bucket. Just 5 on the clock. On the wing, Thompson. Oh, there's the alley.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
It's hauled in by Houston.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
And here's Şengün. A valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Dort for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Pass to Castle. Over Johnson. Houston with another miss.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Wallace outside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. And here's Kuminga for 3. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Brooklyn out in front, leading by just 2. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. 2-point game. Next up on the schedule, the Nuggets, a home game. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. Pass to Hunter. Şengün, the screen for the lead. He can't hit that time.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Oh, it's stolen. Hunter on the wing. Hunter on the wing. From deep. Knocks down the triple. Hunter's got his second bucket of the night.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's gonna make you pay.
Pass to Klingon. And he lobs it up to the rim. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
The great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected.
Man, I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
You know, that was an excellent play right there. Using his strength to power through contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Houston trails by 4. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Houston shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for him. And Houston making a change here. Good on both. Well, we got a close one here in Brooklyn. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Pass to Şengün. Clock at 6. Now here's Hunter. 6 points for him. Houston with another miss.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
He was all alone on that one. And now a 7-point Nets lead.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
That one drops for him.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Here's Johnson. And the layup is good. Johnson's got 7.
Tell you what, guys, the aggressiveness on defense just hasn't been there this half. Not like it was in the first.
Here's Thompson. Tipped. Outside Johnson. And the Nets, another 3.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Hunter. The baseline, Jay. Jump shot is good. Give him 8 points now.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Houston making a change here. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. With the drive. And he goes in for the dunk.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor.
No doubt about that. Well said, Allie. And that one is stopped right through through.
Look out below.
You got no chance defending him right there.
Not that time. He was determined to get those points.
Here's Thompson. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose to dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Pass to Castle.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
The shot. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Driving in to the paint. It's picked off. For three. Fires in the triple. 5 points in the game. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Nets.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight. They need to run plays for him, get him more touches, whatever it takes to get him producing.
And he lobs it up top. It's hauled in by Houston. Here's Castle. And he banks in the layup. Castle's got his first points of the night.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
To the middle. Rebounded by Castle. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Wallace. Off target with the three. Brooklyn leading by 10. There's the drive. And the layup falls. 22 points for him.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Outside Kuminga. Oh, misses the dunk.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
And so it's Brooklyn going into the break up 12. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. We'll be right back. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Mercer gets the 3 ball to go.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart, show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. He drops it from range. Thompson's got 10 points in just the second half.
A slow start for him, but making amends here in the second half.
Down low. Sengun with a steal. Back to White. Here's the 3. Unable to get that one.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Here's the pick. To the paint. And he floats it in at the sweet setup on that one.
And he's coming off a huge performance and is confident.
Oh, misses the dunk. Nets leading by 14. And a strong finish with two hands.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Here's Stokes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The baseline J is on the way. And there's another one for the Nets.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. The three from Thompson. Another miss. 6 makes, 6 misses so far. Fires the three. They get it back. Takes the three. The shot that time not on target.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Castle for three. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
To the inside. Pass to Castle. Three-pointer. Goes back up. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. The first one falls.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Nets leading by 12. From deep, Johnson. They shoot again. That shot is off.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration, too.
Six on the shot clock. It's stolen. And now the Nets on the break. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. And they're running. Pass to Hunter.
Well, he needs to be careful. One more foul, and he's done.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Hunter on the wing. Lets it go from deep. The shot no good.
So far, rebounding has been a big factor tonight.
Yep, and they've simply shown more aggressiveness, guys. More desire to secure the ball. Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
And that one's good.
The defense tightens up, so he adjusts. Nice play.
Nets leading by 12. Robbed. Kept alive. Tries again. And there is the rejection.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop.
And, fellas, he pulled it off to perfection.
Pass to Thompson. Shoots from the line. That one doesn't drop. Outside Johnson. Nails it from 3. Johnson's got 5 points now this quarter.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
One constant in the NBA, Clark, the constant movement of players.
Yeah, I think you've got to try to look at the positive side of that, the freedom that players have to play where they choose to play in many cases. I think that's the right of any employee to be able to go where they feel they can best optimize their individual and team situations. I think it allows teams to rebuild on the fly and get competitive more quickly. And I like that aspect of it. I don't like to see it overwhelming a season, but I do like the fact that players have that option and that freedom.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Nets.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And a good performance to bring them their 18th win of the year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
I tell you what, no matter how brief it is, anytime you can get a season series sweep, you're happy.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Nets.
You just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Number 14.
35 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Stokes. Here he goes. And he dumps it down.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. It's hauled in by Houston. So we see the Nets taking the W here.
the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. We've got the visiting team taking on Miami. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. And here's Frazier. Well, Greg, this matchup features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
Miami with the ball. Harlan. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And that one, good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Reeves gets the bucket.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Holland, no good. For three. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great activity level on the boards. Impressive. Wow.
Pass to Barlow. Fires from deep. Miami no good on that time either.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Knocked away. Fires from way outside. Here's the screen. Goes back up. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And they get it. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Tries the spin move. Pass to Reeves. 4 on the clock. Shoots. They get the rebound. For the 3. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. This will give them a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Holland. Good ball movement here by Miami. And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Inside, Harlan. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Out to Hayward. No good from outside. Miami trails by 5. Pass to Holland. It's up a 3. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. And he gets the bucket. 6 points for him.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Morant with it. Defended by Reeves. Morant outside.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Exactly. Nothing easy. They're making them work just to get into their offense. Very disruptive so far.
The 3. They get it back. Pass to Purdue. Tries again. And it's Morant with the rebound.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond. And
that's good for 2. Reeves with it. Lets it go with the three. Just 5 on the clock. Hayward right side. Second chance shot. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Back to Morant. Can't connect from short range. Reeves outside. Pass to Purdue. Hayward outside. Lets the three fly. Holland with the rebound.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Miami's shooting their first free throws of the evening. That's good for Morant. So both teams changing it up here. Good on both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Pass to Hayward. Here's Reeves. Down low. Here's Frazier. Hits the three-point bomb.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
The three from Morant. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Frazier. Clock at 6. Now Hood. Launches it. And it's Morant with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Now here's Morant. 7 points in the game. Offensive rebound. Misses off the left iron.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And it goes out of bounds following the shot. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. They lead by 3. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
To the inside. Five on the clock. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. To the paint. With the rise of positionless basketball, Clark, this has to be the most difficult era to be a center.
I would not disagree with that, quite honestly. I mean, they're asked to do a lot. I mean, if they're not elite rim runners as centers and shot blockers, they've got to be able to shoot and shoot from the perimeter, not just in the low post. And they still have to be able to finish around the basket. I think the biggest thing is they have to cover more ground defensively because how the game is played offensively with a lot of movement and pick and roll.
Reeves outside. Looking for Hood. He gets it there. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one is off.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Miami trails by 3. With the step back. Now here's Morant for 3. Rebounded by Hood. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious. That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Driving to the basket. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
To the middle. Here's Hayward. Miami grabs the miss.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Reeves. Lets it go from deep.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And it's blocked. To the paint. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Timeout.
And so the timeout by David Fizdale here. It's Young on the wing. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron. Miami trails by 4. Pass to Barlow. Good ball movement here by Miami. Morant with it. Defended by Hayward. They set the pick. Miami no good on that time either.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Jacks up a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. 5 points in the game.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Pass to Holland. Out to Morant.
Substitution for the away team.
So it's the visitors now. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul. Quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
And so the timeout by David Fizdale here.
Substitution on the court.
Miami on defense. 7-point differential. Here he goes. And it's Morant with the rebound. Ripped away. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. And so here is Miami. And he lays it straight in. Morant's got 13.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Substitution on the court.
1:51 left in the first half. Pass to Barlow. Now Little. Morant with it. Now defended by Hayward. 5 to shoot. Here's Holland. Fader on the way. That one also missed for him, just like the other 3 attempts this game. Now, here is Young. Pass to Hayward. Out to the right wing. Here is House. No scoring in this one. It's Young on the wing. Here is House. Young with the ball. Takes a 3. Happy to see that one going after missing 6 of his 9 shots today.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Pass to Barlow. Puts up a deep 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Barlow's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Here is House. And here's Hayward. Here's Frazier. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Pass to Little. Here's Holland. Frazier covering. Morant bats for 2. That one drops for him. Morant's got 17 now.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Miami ahead. 5 run. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Inside. With the second effort. And it's good on the layup. Morant's got the first field goal of the second half for Miami.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Here's Frazier. Knocks down the 3-ball. He has 6.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Morant outside. Pass to Holland. Puts up a deep three. And stolen by Hayward. From deep three-point land. Shot by Frazier, no good. And Morant's got the ball here for Miami. They lead by 1.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And he knocks down the first one. That one misses. But Trey, Carlos' shot is good. Carlos got the lead up to 5 now for Miami.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And so the timeout by David Fizdale here. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Good ball movement here by Miami. Hayward grabs the board.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. A tight game here in Utah. Pass to Barlow. Morant with it. Fires the three. Hits it from three-point range.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. He's got 13.
Smooth reverse. He knew just what he was doing there.
Shoots it. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Hayward on the wing for the lead. And he's good on the three ball. Hayward's got 5 now.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
For Miami, they've gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor. Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Hayward on the wing. A three ball. It doesn't go for him. It's Miami's ball. It's a one-point game.
And that fourth foul, guys, might... force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Now, here's Morant for 3. Reeves with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Buries the long-range jumper. Third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great, the movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
And here's Purdue, still without a basket. Pass to Reeves. It's good from long range.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Now here's Morant. He's got 25. And then Morant slams it in.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
And there isn't a lot that they're doing well right now defensively. They just seem to be disconnected defensively in the second.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And Miami making a change here. Miami trailing. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And it's Hood in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Looking to end his cold spell. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And offensively, they finally seem to be coming around after an ugly first half.
And, you know, to shoot that poorly early and to have the lead now, they feel fortunate, but they've earned their good fortune.
Good ball movement here by Miami. The 3 from Maurice. Rebound by House.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
3-pointer. That shot misses.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Count that one. Morant's got 12 points in just the second half.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Hayward outside. Launches a 3. And the 3 ball is good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Pass to Galloway. Now Morant. Here's Holland. In the corner, it's Little. Miami needs to get a shot off. Holland, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
to the inside. Lets it fly. Holland with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
They set the pick from downtown. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Miami no good on that time either. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And they'll get another chance. The kick out to Frazier. From deep, Reeves. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hayward. And Miami making a change here. Miami trails by 8. Up top, Morant. Pass to Barlow. Back to Morant. Can't hit that one. Reeves with it. Here's Hayward. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Hayward's got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And Morant gets it to go.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Out to Hayward. Morant with the steal. In transition, here comes Miami. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Second shot opportunity. And here's Reeves outside. Good for his 6th make, and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
There's the pick. Off target with his 3. Holland with the rebound. Miami trails by 8. Morant, that's for 2. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul. And keep him from converting the easy bucket. Wow, coming through for his team at the line and cutting this down to a very tight game.
In the corner, it's Hayward. Fires the 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. .136 left in the fourth quarter. Oh, that's blocked. Frazier scanning the floor. Shot from the wing. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. In the second half. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard J.B. Bickerstaff talking with his team. Now he wants them to stay focused on teamwork out there. He said, let's keep communicating, keep talking. We got to help each other out there. Coach thinks that team effort is what's needed here. Guys?
Thank you, David.
It's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Knocked off. The foul call. He'll shoot free throws. And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And no good is the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if we can nail the second. And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 7-point lead. 1:02 left to play in the final quarter. Morant, right side.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
A steal. In transition, here comes Miami.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
The kick out to Frazier. Tries to save it. And that one ends up out of bounds. No key possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
4 on the shot clock. And it's Hood in the corner. They get it down. And so they foul intentionally.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? If he misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed it.
Knocked loose. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one.
look from earlier as the Nets head to the locker room. They're in no mood to let this game get away from them on their home turf. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. And now, Dallas' starting group. Marcus Sasser is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Gay in at the 5. And for Brooklyn, Grant, you think it's too early in the season to try and forecast where teams are going to end up?
You know, B.A., yes and no. I think we have a handful of teams whose fates might already be determined, but we always have a couple of surprise teams that come out of nowhere. That's what makes the season so much fun to watch.
It'll be the Mavericks off the tip. Now here's Sasser. Tight defense on him. Back to Vanderbilt. Inside. Here's Booker. He got a piece of it. And stolen by Vanderbilt. Pass to Sasser. It's Booker on the wing. And rejected. Here's Johnson. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr, and he acknowledged that they're facing one of the most dynamic players in the league in Gilgeous-Alexander. Possession. Still, he said, they're all looking forward to the challenge.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Outside Booker. Pass to Gay. Sasser outside. Clock at 6. He drops it from range.
Boy, after missing 3 straight, they finally get one to go down.
Brooklyn with the ball, and it's now 11 consecutive wins for them. They are clicking right now.
You have to give a ton of credit to not only the coaching staff for having their group prepared to play nightly, but also a ton of credit to these players who have been solid with their rotations, who've been committed to both ends of the floor. Their depth has been apparent. This is a formidable team right now.
Dallas shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
I think one of the things you have to be in awe of is how creative and how elusive Kyrie Irving is to deal with when he's cooking offensively. This guy truly a remarkable talent.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Guarded by Vanderbilt. With the drive. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Irving with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively.
That instance to make the catch easier.
Doris, it's interesting, but the Nets franchise.
Oh, okay, man. Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Pass to Gay. Clingan pulls it down. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter.
Climbing the ladder for the 360 flush. Ridiculous bounce.
He went so high for that one. Wow. And Booker's got the ball here for the Mavericks. They trail by 1. Lets it go from 14. Again, the miss by Dallas.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Well, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Nets.
Well, they found their offensive openings in the mid-range, and they continue to find ways to open up those jump shot opportunities.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
And he dunks it down.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Booker can't get it to go.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Into the lane. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
The ball's knocked loose. Johnson with it. And Sasser picks him up defensively. It's Johnson with a drive. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Booker, good.
Yeah, one of his many attributes, guys. Booker is hard to stay with when he's pulling up off the dribble.
And Doris, no doubt about it. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle. He can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force.
From outside, off the mark.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
And that was good.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Driving to the basket. Wow! Now 10 for 10 after that one. He's on fire.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this. That's already this guy's second foul now. He's either going to have to sit or play a bit more conservatively.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks. Pass to Klingon. Johnson with it. And there's a pick. To the paint. Just 4 to shoot. And Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. Mavericks trail by 17. Now Powell. The 3. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And it's Tillman with a rebound. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Wells misses. Nets leading by 17. To the inside. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Brooklyn shooting their second and third free throws tonight. First free throw is good. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And that's good as he hits both shots. Booker looking around. Here's Sarr. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Nets out in front, up 19. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Boy, the Nets have been rolling along, haven't they?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Mavericks trail by 17. On the court right now for Dallas. Kyrie Irving out there with Marcus Sasser. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Gay in at the 5, down low. Booker for 3. Brooklyn pulls it in.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Oh, and makes it with the kiss. 27 points for him.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Back to Smith. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player.
Oh! Get out the way, Grant! Get out the way!
Oh, good recognition from Smith Jr. Now, sensing the defense overcommitment and punishing them for it.
Sasser outside. Back to Irving to win the run. Deflected! And that'll be Dallas's ball as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks able to keep the possession. And Dallas making a change here. Powell's checked in. Sasser outside. Powell outside. Just 5 on the clock. Pure from three-point range. Powell's got 12 points in the game.
Well, after hitting 0 from distance in the first, that's his second make this quarter.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Brooklyn shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. He's perfect from the line this time. And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. After this one, they're off to Phoenix to take on the Suns. That'll be the back end of a 3-game road trip. Now here's Sasser, covered by Johnson. Powell outside. Drops in the 3. 15 points in the game.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Lets the 3 fly. Stokes, that's good. And the Nets lead by 20.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Having another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it. Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. To the right side. Vanderbilt to pass to Irving. Shots blocked. Powell against Johnson. Takes that one up and powers it through.
Talk about making your presence felt.
Man, just never gets old watching him fly like that. What a unique talent he is. Powell outside. Will it go? And he lays it up and in.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Brooklyn leading by 22. 55 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Johnson a screen on Powell. And he slams it in one-handed.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
It's stolen by Johnson. And he lays it up and in. Give him 39.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Outside Vanderbilt. Up top Powell. He's got 17. Outside Irving. Pass to Powell. 6 to shoot. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Dallas shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. It's the Nets running away with this one. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Thanks for tuning in. We love the mountain climbing, don't we? Well, there's a huge mountain to climb for the Dallas Mavericks.
Look like these guys had popcorn before the game because they got butterfingers. Couldn't control the ball at all. You like that one, Ernie?
And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
This is where you pile up wins and move up in the standings. These can be trap games as well.
And that goes to your leadership, man. Good leaders keep you from playing down to your opponent.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Go for Dallas. Tillman's checked in for Gay. Powell comes in for Vanderbilt. And Sars subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Dallas has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the 4th. Sar passes to Booker. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Booker's got 5 points now this quarter.
And Booker making it look easy in the mid-range.
And for the Mavericks, we've got Sar, Devin Booker out there with Xavier Tillman. Then there's Marcus Sasser, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. They set the screen. And he lobs it up top. Up high, and down it goes on the line.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Out to the right wing. Lets it fly. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
And there's Booker. That one's good. On the assist from Powell. Booker's got 18 points in just the second half. Here he goes. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Brooklyn pulls it in.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, and this game really has his fingerprints all over it. He's been dominating and making it look effortless. It's always fun to watch someone just flat out take over like he's done here today.
And you know, this home arena really appreciates this guy. And it's clear that he takes pride in playing his best in front of them. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense is elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a hot pick. He just draws so much attention he can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
And a strong finish with two hands.
Look out below!
You got no chance of defending him right there. Another steal. And there's the lob.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Here's Stokes. Oh, deflected. And the officials call a traveling violation. The Mavericks have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Out to the right wing. Well, Grant, it appears the league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, VA. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
And he converts the layup.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Sasser outside. Another steal. And he's going for the oop here. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Action on the break has fueled them tonight. They're winning the transition battle.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Nets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And they add to the win column, their 19th victory this year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Nets?
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
They set the pick. Down low. Tipped. And they'll get another chance. Here's Stokes. Booker defending. Shot clock at 5. Here's Stokes. Shoots over Booker. Stokes misses. Got a piece of it. Yet another steal from him.
He's making history. Tied for 3rd most steals in a single game.
Just incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball. Outside Vanderbilt. To the left wing. So we see the Nets taking the W here. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sidelines. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Tatum. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And there's Jackson. And it's Harrington in at the point. And for Brooklyn... And, Greg, here we are, not yet halfway into the season. For players, has the wear and tear already set in?
It can. Sometimes it's the accumulation by the end of a season, but other times it's just a challenging stretch that can leave you real.
A tip-off goes to the Celtics. From the arc, hands it from downtown.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
He's guarded by Harrington. 6 to shoot. Guarded by Porzingis. From outside, off the mark. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Boston. It's a 3-point game. Tatum passes to Harrington. The kick out to Tatum. Off target from 3-point range. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Coach Steve Kerr. Now, we talked about the difficulty of trying to contain a player like Jaylen Brown. Coach said we can't let him gain confidence and feel like he can do whatever he wants. That's when you get into trouble. Now it's up to the players to make sure this doesn't happen. Guys?
All right, David, thanks.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And Tatum pulls it down. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Guarded by Tatum. Can't hit from in close.
Yeah, they're still looking for some cohesion offensively.
Porzingis can't hit.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Guarded by Tatum. Pass to Klingon. Six on the shot clock. Porzingis with the rebound. The Celtics have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Drops in the tray.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's made the decision he wants to huddle up with his guys. The Nets still looking like they're getting going. Just a tremendous run right now for them. 12 straight wins.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control. They never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
Now, here's Brown. They know he's going to give him a lift with his scoring. He's averaging 16 points a game. Baseline J on the way. Nets trail by 7. He's guarded by Harrington. And he goes in for the dunk.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a win against Dallas. Outside, Porzingis. Ball's not loose. Looking for Harrington, and he gets it there.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Stokes. Nothing on the board. And it's a great finish! Oh, wow. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Now, here's Harrington. He's got 8. Here's Tatum. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And there's the frame being put to use by Tatum. He knows he's dangerous down low.
Great D that time from Tatum.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Brooklyn with the ball. Following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Johnson outside. Guarded by Tatum. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. It's stolen by Brown. With the teardrop. That one doesn't drop. Nets trail by 9. Johnson outside. Over Jackson. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Here's Tatum. And that one drops.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum. A wing who can score in so many different ways.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. For Brooklyn. On the court right now for the Celtics. Tatum out there with Brown. And there's Porzingis. And there's Jackson. And it's Harrington in at the point. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
The sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
Pass to Porzingis. Back to Harrington. Here's Jackson. Missed inside. Nets trail by 8. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Harrington with it. 8 points for him. Tatum no good. Oh, wow, what a quick move inside.
That is incredible.
And there's a slam dunk to finish it off. Jackson gets to Harrington. In the corner, Tatum with it. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
And strong as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Porzingis passes to Jackson. Brown outside. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Brown's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. The Nets making a switch here. Klingen's checked in. Boston also with the sub. Lively's checked in. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Lively the pass to Porzingis. Brown outside. The jumper from the free throw line is good. And it's an 11-point Celtic lead.
Well, you got to know the scouting report on Brown. He's solid cashing in from the mid-range.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agreed, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space. Now, here's Harrington. He's got 8. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Harrington. Harrington's got 3 assists tonight. Into the lane. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And he dunks it down.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Now here's Porzingis. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
For Brooklyn, they haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect in the line so far here in the second quarter.
Here's Harrington. A pass to Porzingis. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And so it's the Boston Celtics going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see some go in. It feels good to see him go in early, and it feels good to have us have a good start. Hopefully we keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule. And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days?
It's different, that's for sure. Now, if you're watching TV, you know, it jumps out at you. But the players on the court don't even notice it.
That's because you're always looking up at everybody. Kenny always knew what the floor looked like.
Changing topics now, how impressive was Jason Tatum in that first half?
At times it seems like he just can't miss. I mean, he is rolling offensively and bringing his team back single-handedly.
High-efficiency offense, just like Shaq, not including the free throw line.
I'm insulted, Ernie.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. And I love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
Throws it down hard with one hand.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And for Boston, Jason Tatum is out there with Porzingis. And there's Jackson. Then there's Brown. And it's Harrington in at the one spot. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Nets trail by 8. It's stolen by Harrington. Outside Jackson. Pass to Harrington. It's tipped. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Takes it inside.
My goodness, that is how you attack a bigger defender.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Celtics leading by 6. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Here's Harrington after the basket by Brooklyn. Outside, Porzingis down low. And Tatum hammers it home.
Tatum good for at least one highlight finish a night. This guy is boxing
form, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
And so it's Brooklyn with it after the basket by Boston. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Nets have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
Number 1, Kevin 2000.
First one falls for him. He hits both from the strike.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
On the wing, Brown. And it's blocked. And they recover it. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Pass to Klingon. From outside the arc. Carries it from three-point range. 27 points for him.
And, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Tatum's shot is off.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
Count it, good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. Outside Tatum. And a miss there on the triple.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Kicks it out to Johnson. He's covered by Brown. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Boston leading by 3. Boston making a switch here. Barry's checked in. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Outside Tatum. Fires for 3. Ah, there's Tatum's range on display.
Well, that's now his third triple of the game. First here in this second half.
And there's the... Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Pass to Klingon. Back to Johnson. Guarded by Tatum. Kicks it out to Johnson. Here's Klingon. Rockets hits. Johnson with the bounce pass. Another shot. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that.
Tatum no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game in a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Now, here's Harrington. He's got 8, and so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. The Celtics also changing it up. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Porzingis, and it's Williams in for Tatum. A minute 50 left in the third quarter of the game. Harrington kicks to Brown. The three. Rebounded by the Nets. Clingan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. He nails it. We're tied up. He has 38 in the game.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Drills it from outside.
Well, this is what Brown was looking for. He just needed the ball, and then instantly his shot was up.
Stan, as you know, in past years, Peyton Pritchard had always wanted a starting role. Now, more opportunity, and he has responded.
Yeah, Kevin, he's very competitive and certainly deserving of rotation minutes. He is just now entering his prime.
Here's Harrington following the bucket by the Nets. Brown wide open. He fires. That doesn't go either for Brown. Brooklyn's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're out of the Raptors. He punched it in.
Are you kidding me?
Talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. That doesn't go either for Brown.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Drives to the hoop. Rebounded by the Celtics. Outside Williams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. That's good for Williams. And Williams drops them both. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's a great finish! Oh, my. What a finish with the reverse dunk.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Celtics trail by 6. And Tatum puts up a deep three. The long distance three is buried. Tatum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
And for Boston, Jaylen Brown out there with Tatum. And there's Porzingis. And there's Jackson. And it's Harrington in at the one.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. The Celtics are gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. And here's Tatum for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
And it's Johnson with the jam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Celtics trail by 4. It's tipped. Driving in, and he jams it with authority.
And that's rocking the rim. Give him the 2 points and tack on some for style.
Oh, he deserves them. He deserves all the points he can get there. Sensational. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And he hammers in the reverse slam. Now, here's Harrington. And it's blocked.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backcourt. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
The Nets making a switch here. Stokes is checked in. Brooklyn on defense. And here is Harrington. Pass to Jackson. This one for three. Stokes with the rebound. Stokes has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Guarded by Tatum. He lobs it up. And it's Quillen with the jam.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
So it's the Celtics now, following the bucket by the Nets. Harrington, good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night, 5 for 10 shooting.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
He takes it in. He got it again. Sensational.
My goodness. 50 for the end.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Celtics trail by 10. Guarded by Tatum. Pass to Stokes. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Shoots from the line. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Shoots off the step back. Tatum's shot is off.
I like where he took that shot. The D was just too strong.
By Porzingis. And again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Here's Harrington.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Nets.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
Here's Boston now. They trail by 14. From 20 feet out. Stokes with the rebound. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Let's keep it alive. A second chance effort. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds. But they still...